Hello everyone, hope you're having a great week. I just had something on my mind, a little story I wanted to tell you. There was this man and he got this really expensive car. I mean, this is like an expensive sports car. And he had it in his driveway and parked out there, and he was washing it and stuff. He had it nice and cleaned up. And there was this young fellow that came by. He is roughly in 1920. He comes by and he stops and sees it in the driveway. He's like, man, that sure is a nice looking car. I was like, thank you. And so he keeps looking at it and he's like, man, do you mind if I take that thing for a spin? Now, you know, at this point, the owner of the car was probably thinking,
either you're out of your mind or you're crazy. He must be crazy.
you've lost your mind. You are crazy. I am not going to let you, somebody I don't really even know at all, take my $200,000 car and go drive it. And most men, people in general, would agree. That is absolutely crazy. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of dads where some young man comes knocking at the door asking to take his daughter on a date. And even though he may have met him a couple of times, he's willing to let her go. And my question is, how much more valuable is your daughter versus a $200,000 machine? Men, God has entrusted us with our children, male and female. Our job as men is to protect and cherish and let our daughters know how much they're loved. Because one day there's going to be a boy knocking. There's going to be some guy that tells her she's pretty. And if she's not hearing the love and knowing how strong she is in the Lord, she's going to give in. How I've personally done it is I've tried to set the standards for my daughter and what she should look for in a man. And I've tried to raise our boys, who are now men, to also set the standard for their sister. And however we treat them, they're going to expect from their husbands. I know and hope that one day she will get married. One day she's going to be a wife and a mom, hopefully. But I want that man who wants to be her husband to be a godly man, to be a man who loves the Lord more than her. I want him to cherish her as much, if not more, than I have cherished her. And she knows how much she's cherished and how much she's loved. So she's not going to give in or pander to the first boy who comes along and tells her that she's pretty or tells her something sweet in her ear. Well, he won't even get that close anyway, so it ain't going to matter. But I'm just saying that God has given us the opportunity. He has blessed us. Our children are not our own. They're His, and He's entrusted us with them. We should value that. And that whatever we've instilled in them, they will take with them. Now, on a side note, our family doesn't date. That's like that kid wanting to go out and test drive that car. You go test drive all these different cars and you finally find the one that you like or something like that. No, that's not how it works. We court. I know it may seem old-fashioned to a lot of people, but you know what? It keeps out all the riffraff. It keeps the emotions out. I'm not saying emotions might not get involved a little bit, but it keeps it really to the minimum. And so I'll probably do a video. I might have my wife with me one day and we'll do a video on courting. If you go back and look at some of the history, my wife actually did a really good video on courting, and she talks in her wonderful British accent. So let's cherish our kids, spend time with them, do the things that they like to do as long as it's honoring to the Lord, You know, you might not always like the things that they like, but if they feel like you're in there with them and you're in the trenches, good, bad, ugly, whatever, they're going to trust you, and they're going to look to you, and they're going to expect these things from their spouses. So anyways, that was just something that was on my heart, and I just wanted to share that with y'all, and hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed rest of the day. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. We got plenty more videos that are going to be coming out. Don't forget to join us on the live that we're going to be doing, and that will be this Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I hope that you guys can make it. It'd be great to have more interaction. Until then, keep seeking contentment in His Word and in His ways. See you next time.